Good morning, A pushers. How's everybody doing? All right. I miss you guys already. I truly hope that your celebration knowledge went great yesterday. I'm sure that it did. Quick reminder, I am going to put your graded celebrations of knowledge in with the JAG study people for next week. Okay, so you guys can go any day after school to complete JAG study. You guys can do that from now until winter break. Okay. All right. And I know that after school doesn't work for everybody. Okay. So this is what I'm going to ask you to do. If you absolutely, okay, in the next 2 weeks cannot stay after school to do your test corrections, you need to email me. Okay. You need to email me and tell me what's going on and why you can't, and I'll figure something out for you. All right. But that is that special situation. All right. You guys are going to be taking part two of the celebration of knowledge day, and I'm gonna give you guys some reminders on the SAQ, just to get you pumped up, and we're gonna do a moment of Zen. All right, Craven, I hope you're here. You can hit the gong for me. All right, and all that good stuff. But before I do that, I want to kind of explain what you're going to be doing after the celebration of knowledge. Okay, so here is the assignment that I've posted in here. Okay. It is the Rise of Big Business DBQ outline. Okay, so after you get done with the SAQ, you're going to turn in your answer sheet, and Mr. Shaw will put out the document sets for you guys, so you guys can grab them when you finish, and then you guys can go ahead and get started on this. Okay, so all we're going to do is we are going to outline this DBQ. All right, and so I've laid this out into steps, so I want you guys to follow this. Okay, so step one, all right, is I want you to go through and highlight whatever words you think you might need to recycle into your thesis statement. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and give you a hint here. In the post Civil War United States, oh, that's a time and place statement. That might be useful. All right, so I might highlight that right there. Okay, now I'm telling you this, don't highlight the whole thing. Okay, don't do it. All right, but I want you to think about what are the key things that you're going to need to use. Okay, you might do those in yellow. All right. Okay. Because that's the stuff that's going to be important when you go through and you're writing your thesis statement. You're going to recycle these words and phrases. All right. And add an argument into it that's going to make a thesis statement that has a what. Okay. So the best after school snack is Cheez Its, and a why, because they are easily accessible, provide salts, nutrients, and are high in fat content. I'm not a doctor. I like Cheez Its though. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. All right, in that. Step two, read and annotate the documents, placing them into buckets as you go. Okay, so don't worry about this document as you're reading and annotating. This is what you're going to come back to after you read and annotate. Okay, because I want you to read and annotate, and as you're reading and annotating, thinking about which one of these documents go together. All right, which one of these give you a similar answer or an answer that is going to be helpful in addressing the prompt that you've already highlighted. Okay, so you're going to do that. And then once you are done, you're going to think, okay, documents A, C, and J. I'm literally making that off the top of my head. Go together. So you're going to put them here. B, D, and L. It doesn't go up to L. Go here. Okay. So on and so forth. You're going to put them into this one. Okay. All right. Quick question. All right. Can a document be in more than one bucket? Everybody screamed yes, right? Because they can. Okay. So that's totally fine. If you have a document that goes in more than one bucket, totally fine. I will tell you, you have to have a minimum of two documents for it to be a bucket. If it's don't have two documents, it's not a bucket. All right. So you're going to put those into here. And then once you have sorted them, okay, after you've sorted them, then you are going to come up with a title for your buckets. Okay. So think about what is the phrase that encapsulates what all of those buckets are doing. All right, that's important. Then, step three. All right, I'm actually going to add something here real quick. All right, thesis. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Okay, you are going to, and I'm going to put a little box in here for you. This might actually not be there because I've already assigned it to you, but if you haven't, just go ahead and add this to it. I want you guys to write a thesis. Okay, write a thesis. All right, that uses the language that you highlighted up here. All right, and the title of the buckets. Okay, so Basically, recycling that language and then adding your buckets to it to make a historical argument with a what and a why. Okay, Cheez-Its are the best snack because blah, blah, and blah. Okay, whatever that might be. Next, right under here, you guys just go ahead and do bullet points. All right, 3 to 5 historical events that lead up to and help you understand your thesis. Okay, this is going to be specific to your thesis. All right, so whatever that might be. Okay, so we're talking about post Civil War. All right, so things off the top of my head. Okay, we can talk about the end of slavery. We can talk about rise of industrialism, Henry Clay's American system. These are all things that are probably going to play a role in what your thesis is writing about. All right. Next, what you are going to do is, okay, right here, and this is important. Do not forget to do this. This is key. This is actually the main thing I want you to do. So I'm going to bold it. I'm going to underline it. I'm going to put it in italics. All right. And I'm going to make it bigger. All right. Right. Complete introduction paragraph, including contextualization statement and thesis. Okay. That goes underneath here. Okay. So I want the full paragraph. Contextualization, thesis. Remember, it does not matter. Okay. You can put your thesis first. You can put your thesis last. The only place I don't want your thesis is in the middle. It should either be first or last. You can't do a little bit of context, a thesis, then a little bit more context. That's confusing. Okay. First or last, one or the other ones. Okay. Think Ricky Bobby. All right. If you're not first, you're last. All right. And then with your contextualization statement, then you're going to put the name of your bucket. You're going to put the documents used, and then you're going to put the outside evidence. Okay, for each one of these buckets, I want you to have at least one outside piece of evidence. Now, I know what you're thinking. We haven't done this together as a class yet. That's okay. It's in the chapter that I assigned for Monday. Okay, so go ahead and look in the chapter, use the Google, use whatever it is that you need to do, okay, to get that right. Whatever you need to do to get that right. All right. And then that's it. The other thing that I'm going to tell you that is going to be important is I put this that it is due 7:45 a.m. on Monday morning. That is essential because we are going to be doing something a little bit different with that group DBQ on Monday that we're going to be writing. And I need this. I need you to turn it into me at 7:45 so that I can do the cool, awesome thing that you're all going to learn so much information from. Okay. So please, please, please make sure you guys do that. All right. If you don't, I'm going to take points away because you're annoying. All right. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do a moment of Zen. Craven, if you could. All right. Okay. Feet flat on the ground. Hands on the desk in front of you. Pull yourself up nice and straight. Deep breath in. Exhale. Feel your body relax into your chair. For the next minute, all we're going to do is breathe. As you get distracted, as your mind starts to wander, we're going to acknowledge that we become distracted, notice it, then we're going to recenter our energy and attention on our breathing and the reverberation of the. We're going to begin in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Move whatever way is comfortable. Big breath. Blow it out slow. All right. Remember, you guys are going to do that SAQ in just a hot second now. Claim, evidence, reasoning. Answer the prompt. And it's BYOE. Bring your own evidence. You're showing off what you know about American history. Use a date, use a term, use a person, okay? But you have to bring your own evidence for full points. I like you guys so much. I miss you. I hope to see you guys soon. All right, email me if you have questions. I like you a lot. Ready, set, go.